Imagine earning a 78% return in only 188 days, without spending countless hours in front of the screen waiting for the best time to execute a trade. If you haven't figured out yet, I'm talking about automated trading, which is getting smarter and more profitable every single day. Automated trading has completely changed the way that people trade, allowing busy investors or business owners just like me or you earn as much profit as if you were manually getting into the market, but instead having a bot working on your behalf, while you can focus spending time with your family, scaling your business, or traveling the world, and whatever you want to do, right? What I'm about to share here with you is the exact same system that one of our members inside CVA, Brian, we help him implement so he can earn close to an 80% in the upcoming months without lifting a single finger. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is 100% passive income, but you will instead only be investing anywhere between 30 minutes to 1 hour per week, which is pretty good already. That being said, let me show you how it works and how you can implement it. All right, so yeah, like I said, the first step is going to be 6-hour time frame. That's great. Zoom out. There we go. So what is going to be your grid range that you're going to be using? So start identifying support and resistance. That's the first step we're going to do.
So that's going to be your...
You identify one support. And then you just start identifying resistances. Okay. That looks like one. That looks good. That looks like another one.
Now you figure out your start date, and you said go back. Well, this is May 24. So how far back should we go?
The thing is, there is not a perfect answer on how far ago you want to go. The best answer is just the more data you have, the better. But also you don't want to have way too much, because then the backtester is not gonna be very accurate. So if I was to give you a number, I would say the range between 90 days and 180 days. So maybe aim for 190 days of data. Click on date range and just start measuring. From there all the way. There you go, 187. Fair enough.
Pretty good guess, huh?
So from here all the way down here.
All right, so right there. Get rid of that line.
We can get rid of that.
Perfect. Okay, so now we can measure
price range.
So we'll measure from here to there, right? 63. Then measure from there to there, right? And then right there, right?
That looks good.
So now we turn on the settings, right?
Now we are just, but that is not the indicator.
No, it's this one.
That's going to be the one. Inputs. Go to inputs.
All right, so the date range is from June 17th? Till today, right?
Until current date.
And we do...
that looks good. Just one more thing. Make sure that stop loss is activated. Not because we're going to use it, but because it needs to be... And put this 0 here. And then, great.
Okay, there we go. Now we turn this on, right?
There you go. So looks like your grid range is still not right because it's 16%. So we have to readjust this to the grid range we're going to be backtesting. So 63%.
So how do I...
The easiest way to do it is double click on the price range of 63%. That one, double click. This is your high price and this is your low price. So we're going to copy those values and just paste it into the indicator. Let's open the settings. That is your high price. And then we're going to do the same with the low price. So double click there, copy that. That looks good. Click on OK. And there you go. Now, if you wanted to, just to clean things up, you can get rid of all of the drawings. Click here on the little trash can and just remove drawings. There you go. So now you are using a 63% grid range. Just one more thing. Once you have done all of these, the last step you have to do is go to the 1 hour time frame for more accurate results. 1 hour. There you go. Now you have it.
But is this the grid range we know we want to use, or did we want to test any of those other ones?
So what we want to
You see
do
what I'm
now, that is up to you, right? That's the beauty of this, is you have to start comparing risk versus reward, right? For example, if your bot is performing great with a 63% grid range, then just keep it like that, right? But if you wanted to, you can start backtesting the other grid ranges as well and see what's better. So it's really up to you what you want to do. A lot of the times what I've noticed is that the first grid range tends to be the most profitable one, but yeah.
That makes sense. So if now, do I check now? Do I number of grids?
Exactly. So now you are in the last step, which is, okay, I have to find my start date. I have to find my grid range. I'm in the 1 hour time frame where I need to read the data. Now I start going from 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70 grid levels. And I start analyzing and what is going to bring me the highest return, but also being the safest.
So that's 32 or 30, excuse me. And it's 0.12, 82% bot profit. And this grid step, that's too high, isn't it?
It's too high, way too risky. Yeah.
Okay, so then you go to 40.
Sure.
0.58.
Also look at the bot profit, because I think that's the most important metric, the bot profit, because it's
so you'd make like,
but it's going to be secured. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 79%. So this average daily is not the most. This is the most important.
I would say that, because the average daily is going to be it's going to be changing consistently. Yeah. But the bot profit is the overall accumulation.
So this you're making almost 80% in 180 days. Right?
Well, we still have a few more numbers to go through.
Oh yeah. So then 50.
Let's see.
So that's not as good. Good range. And you said go all the way up to
70.
So that's 60. 1.71. It's good range. Good stuff. That's so now I don't remember what the first one was. 40 was no good, right? So it was like,
it's still 50.
So then we could go 51.
Oh wow, 75. That's pretty solid.
75%.
Yeah, with 52 grid levels. Increase a little bit more, maybe 54. There you 56. Go. We're getting somewhere. Okay. So the goal is, how can you have most of the amount of grid levels while keeping the profit the highest? So okay, we can still increase that. Let's see 56 grid levels and see what we get. So far the highest is 54. Let's do 58, 59. And with that, I think that should be enough. Cool. So yeah, let's see 54 one more time. All right, with 54 we are getting 76% return, but we have a grid range of 1.9%, which is a little bit high, right?
The grid range is tell me again what that, or the grid step, excuse me. So the tighter that is, the more trades you're getting.
Exactly. Meaning that when the price drops in value, you're going to be in a better spot. Your P&L is not going to be affected too much.
So what is ideal with this?
We want to keep it as low as possible while keeping the profit as high as possible. So for example, with 54 grid levels, we are getting 76% return, but we have a 1.99% grid range, a grid step percentage. Now, if we need to increase this to 58, I believe it was. Yep, let's take a look. We're making 75%, pretty much the same, but our grid step percentage is almost 0.2% lower. So do you see kind of like the relationship of what we're looking for? Again, we want to have as many grid levels as possible to keep the distance relatively short, but also while we're doing that, we want to increase the profit. So for example, we always talk about the options. So if you have 58 grid levels and 54 grid levels. So with 54 grid levels, we're making a 76% return, but our grid step percentage is 1.99. With 58 grid levels, we pretty much get the same return, but our grid step percentage is lower. So we're always going to be choosing the bigger number of grid levels even if that means sacrificing profit just a little bit.
And so there's not like an ideal range for grid. What's too high, what's too low?
Oof. Um, maybe between I have seen bots that are making very good profit with 0.85% grid step percentage. So less than 1%. So it's really just a matter of figuring out with the backtester. All right, guys. So now if you want me and my team hold your hand and implement the exact same system we did with Brian, where I will personally help you find a cryptocurrency, go through the confirmations, and set up the bot in a way that it's at least earning you 0.25% a day, then there is going to be a link down in the description where you can apply for CVA. And for the first 20 members that apply for CVA, and of course I can see that I can actually help them, we are giving away these very fun mugs about CVA because of Christmas, and also we reached 200 members. That being said, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day and make sure to subscribe. See you on the next time.